Right, England, OK. You're going to get the England fans in a tizzy now.
Go on, England.
They have qualified for the World Cup, but not long left for players to impress Thomas Tuchel if they are to make the final squad next summer. Right, David, before we get you to do your best England 11 for if the World Cup was tomorrow and everyone was fit, which we're asking the viewers to do as well, by the way, Jude Bellingham is back in, having missed the last set of fixtures. What have you made of all the conversations around him in terms of why he was left out last time and now he's back in?
I think he's been going through a little bit of a troubling time, maybe at home. I think his parents, which are a big influence in his life, I think they've had a few issues. His brother's gone to Dortmund, hasn't really settled in. I think he's had a difficult time. I think within his family, maybe that, and plus the injury that he's obviously had. I think Jude's there because he's such a talented player. He's playing at Real Madrid. He's playing at the highest level. Unbelievable talent. I mean, he can change a game, you know, in a second. He picks up the ball. He's probably our most charismatic and courageous player on the ball, you know, in them big games. We need him. When we go to that World Cup, don't worry about warm-up games and friendlies. When you're in them big moments, he produces. And that's what he's showcased every time he steps out on the pitch. He's unbelievable. What an athlete he is as well, by the way.
Yeah,
and we need him in the World Cup if we want to have a chance of winning it.
Yeah, you would think, because if you think under Sir Gareth Southgate, there was no way he wasn't playing. No way. And Tuchel's come in and things are a bit different, but that's what happens at international level, at club level as well. So you made your England debut, I believe, under Steve McLaren.
I did.
And then Fabio Capello came in. What were the clear differences between the way the two managers did things?
Well, Steve McLaren had an English way of doing things, and also he had a few sort of psychologists that were in and around the camp where he tried to, you know, gain a couple of inches here and there. We all need that, don't we? Yeah. And with Capello, he come in ultra disciplined. Over dinner, we could only start eating our dinner when the captain sat down. He banned ketchup. He gives a curfew, what time we could go to bed. And then
Did he stick to it?
No. None of that going on. But I didn't stick to it. No, you can't, can you? Hey, hold up a minute, I'm going to go to bed at 10 o'clock. But I think with that over-discipline, I think he lost the dressing room, and that's what you've got to be careful of. I thought Southgate did a great job at handling the dressing room, and you've got to be flexible, and you've got to understand your players, understand the team. You know, it's not one way of doing it. You've got to be a flexible manager, and especially an international manager, because all the players are coming from different managements, different ways of playing, and you have to manage that well. But I think Tuchel's done well since he's come in, and I quite like him.
Is it, when it comes to that, the kind of like being disciplined? I know we're talking there about Capello. We don't know how disciplined Tuchel is.
Yeah.
But if you look back, managers could do that. They could be disciplined, and the players would just have to do what the manager says. Has the game changed where that type of manager cannot exist now, or cannot thrive?
Yeah, I don't think it can. You know, whether the players or society can get a little bit offended at times and so on too much. I think that's something that back in the day that, you know, managers would get stuck right into you, know, let you have it in the dressing room in front of everyone, even in the press. I think now you've got to manage egos. You can't go in too much over the top, because the players might personally get affected by it, which is a difficult way as a manager. And you've got to be very smart and very clever to get the best out of your players.
Right, well, in terms of getting the best out of the players, you have picked what you believe England's best starting 11 would be. If the World Cup was tomorrow and everyone was fit, this would be David Bentley's England 11. Let everyone at home, let us know what you think about it. You start with Pickford in goal, which I guess was an easy one, but just on Trent Alexander-Arnold, you've gone for him over Tino Livramento, Reece James as well. Is that purely because what he can do from an attacking point of view?
I think he's an unbelievable, talented player playing at one of the best clubs in the world, and his passing ability in that weather as well. We've got to understand that we're going into America and Mexico and so on. It'll be hot in the summer over there, and I think he's going to have to, at international level, you need players to be able to, from a passing point of view, you just set the tone of the game. And I think Wharton in the midfield there is another example that at international level it's even more important to have somebody that sits in front of that back four, gets on the ball and sets the tempo of the team and really dictates and controls games.
Yeah, and I mean, Blackburn fans love you. They love you
Go on,
even
the
more
Blackburn.
after getting
Throw him in there.
getting Morton in there. But it's a good point there, what you're saying about how it might suit the conditions to have him in there. Jed Spence at left back. Now, I know that you would prefer it to be a left footer.
Yes, but I think we're struggling. I think we've got Luke Shaw. He's just, I think his time's been. Yeah, he's had injury problems. He's probably, not at the level really now to go to that World Cup. Jed Spence. He's a great player. He's got the energy, the appetite, gets forward, very disciplined, great defender. I think he's got that. The fact that he's not a left-footed player is very difficult because we just don't seem to have him. After we've had Ashley Cole for so many years, it's been difficult because we can't find that level of left-back and left-footed player. But, exceptional player. I'd go with him due to his energy up and down the wing. Yeah,
and Lewis Hall's been injured. I guess he's got now until the summer to kind of get back into being the number one left back for England, and it's a positive, isn't it, the amount of people who are left out. I mean, Elliot Anderson's been in great form for England and for Nottingham Forest as well. No Cole Palmer in there, and I know you like him. No Jack Grealish in there. No Phil Foden in there, and that's got to be a positive.
That's an unbelievable group of players we've got there. Absolutely. We talk about naturally gifted, talented players. I mean, unbelievable. Grealish, another one of my favourite players. Love that man. Man loved Grealish. Go on, son. And Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, what a player he is. He's just exceptional. The way, even their personalities as well. The way they play the game. I love watching them. You turn on the TV to watch players like that. Well, I do anyway. Yeah. And it's if you can get Grealish. If he can continue to keep playing and Cole Palmer gets back fit, I think you've got to take them as part of the squad. But you need a variety in the World Cup. You need different players. And Phil Foden as well. He's come back. He's done really well. I mean, that's why Tuchel needs to be a good manager. Yeah. Don't worry about me picking the team, old sausage.